Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Pittsburgh's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
At the 40-yard line.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pass in these tight quarters. If you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags, You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Gonna swing it on second down. Wide open downfield. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so...
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Bob.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. He's made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, breaks into the open. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the ground with the back. Made a defender miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Firing to the right, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll go back to the ground. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They found the tight end, but he could not find 1st down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Moses. He is out of bounds, and he did not get there. Couldn't reach the pylon. They'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He makes the catch. He's loose on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, SMU. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moses. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, it's Wilkins. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Jordan. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Complete to the left. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense.
Touchdown, Pitt! A great catch and run for 6. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
31, Pitt, 21.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the ground game. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Osborne. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Mustangs are marching down the field.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds his man. It's Osborne. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal, SMU.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Pitt pushing the base.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Wilkins. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play call, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Running through contact. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Gets it out fast, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Mustangs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, But taking it all the way back to the house, that pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got his man to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Panthers want to move quickly.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw again. Dances away to buy time. And as he throws, and it's his fourth interception of the game.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Quick completion to the right. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did